And we're back, guys. I'm your host, Good Energy. Today, we're taking a look at the quarterfinal matchup between Little Italy, aka Jasmine Paolini, taking on Karolina Muchova from the Czech Republic. Now, Muchova owns a head-to-head 3-love, but they haven't played in several years. And trust me, guys, Jasmine of 3 years ago is a completely different player. I've been following her career and supporting her for a very long time. I've said this and I've seen this. I've seen Jasmine's forehand fail her in some big matches against good players and not so good players. I've seen her struggle on the forehand, and to see her forehand finally come to life, that's just shows her hard work, her commitment, her dedication. Her forehand now, it's a real threat, and it hasn't always been that way. She's here after a very impressive win. Putintseva, she destroyed her with that forehand. She destroyed her with her athletic ability. Putintseva plays a lot of short balls, and I think that was the perfect test last time out against Putintseva to now come play Karolina, who's going to do the same thing. Karolina is going to go wide. She's going to come back. This is just like she's playing doubles, right? She's going to go wide. You're going to return with the forehand. She's going to just be at the net waiting to put away an easy shot. What concerns me about this is not only is Paolini a good net two-way player, she's a good defensive player, she's just great with the short balls. She beat Putintseva in every aspect of that match. Forehand, backhand, serving. She beat her at the net. This is a very comparable matchup to that, guys. And I want you to realize Muchova is going to do really the same thing that Putintseva did. I do like Karolina's forehand, but again, if you watch the match with Osaka, and she's here after taking out Osaka, Potapova, she didn't really necessarily beat Osaka going toe-to-toe with her forehand. She beat Osaka at the net. Osaka couldn't cover those balls. And she's going to do this. That's her game plan. She's going to do the same thing. And I'm going to pivot to Coco a bit because, look, it's the big story. She's the talk of the tennis world. No one else that loses on tour gets more attention than Coco. Coco beats you different ways. Coco does not beat you one way, and I think that shows how versatile her game really is. Muchova's going to beat you the same way every time. It's as simple as that. Take away her short ball, she's going to struggle, right? Coco beats you so many ways. One day it might be her backhand. It might be her defense one day. It might be her net play. If she's serving well, she's going to beat you with the serve. She beats Svitolina with her forehand. Coco beats you so many ways, but the reality is she loses one way on the double faults. And I'm going to bring this up because, look, someone just made a comment and it's fresh in my mind, so we're going to talk about it. Someone said Coco has a lot of success on doubles because he plays with Pegula. Listen, guys, I've seen many matches where doubles is two players. You got to cover your end of the bargain. You got to cover your side. I've seen many matches where Coco was just dominating at the net, carrying that team, and they still lost the match. Okay, your partner has to play well. Don't make it seem like Coco's winning doubles because she's playing with Pegula. Coco is the athletic, the aggressive one on that team. And it's the comments are ridiculous. They don't even make sense. You guys watch doubles? Did you see Anastasia Pavlyuchenkova and Mira Andreeva yesterday lose to Mednovic and Zhang Shui? Did you guys see that match? Anastasia was not covering her end of the bargain. That was a shame that they lost that match. And they had the chance to go up 5-2 in the second set. Your doubles partner has to show up or you're not going to win. Anastasia, that was just ridiculous. She was not moving. She was not showing any effort. But they lose as a team. And I've seen plenty of matches. Look, doubles, Pegula and Coco have been in some big matches. And I've seen where, look, come on, Pegula, you got to play. You're playing too nonchalant here. Coco's running all over the place, doing everything. So you guys got to cut that crap out. Because if that were the case, take a look at these two amazing ladies, Muchova and Paolini, who combined for 3 singles titles on tour. How many matches have they played on tour? They're basically saying that Coco has all these titles because he plays more matches in doubles. Well, what about singles? She has more singles titles combined than both of these amazing players. And we all agree both of these players are great. So what does that make Coco? Coco gets just so much unfair criticism. It's not even right. I think it's a testament to our society and what we live in, the world we live in. This is insane. Like, you can't even be honest with yourself. This girl, Yulia Putintseva, who Paolini just beat, she said it best. And, I was reading online on the comments on my videos, people saying, oh, Putinseva's way better than Coco. And did you hear what Putintseva said out of her own mouth? Yulia said, oh, Coco was putting the pressure on me. Look, I got lucky because her serve failed her down the stretch. She told you she didn't win the match. Coco gave her the match. What do you guys now understand? 90% of Coco's losses come after she's up in the third set a break. It's to serve. Look, Brad Gilbert's an amazing coach, but you guys may not really know the story behind that. So after the loss to Sophia Kenin at Wimbledon, he was, of course, he does commentary. He was critiquing Coco's game. He's like, hey, she lost because of XYZ. Coco's dad overheard him talking and was like, hey, look, are you available for coaching? Can we set up an interview? We'd like to bring you on board. The rest is history. And Coco's mom played a role in that as well. Listen, Brad Gilbert's an amazing coach. He was one of the most successful youngest coaches at a time. He was big stuff. He's a great coach. But not every coach suits a player or a team's game. I don't think you can't be a coach and have your player a year later producing worse statistics and metrics. It's a failure. And I just think Brad's an amazing person. He's an amazing coach, a fountain of knowledge. He is a pro. Style doesn't fit Coco. She's averaging twice as many double faults on her career this year than she's averaged for her entire career on the tour. This style doesn't suit her. She's going too big. I think it's causing her a lot of troubles on the back end for her defense. The strategy yesterday was to get Emma tired. Good, guys, I covered her matches 2 years ago. I told you, yes, she did have stamina issues. Not now. She hasn't had stamina issues. She's now one of the most fittest players on tour. I don't like that game plan. Look, call me if you need advice. I'll do it for free, Coco's team. But it's ridiculous. Get her, tire her out? Dude, I told you 2 years ago she had stamina issues. She does not have stamina issues now. She is one of the fittest players on tour. She fixed that issue. And that shows Emma's dedication. But guys, if you win by 4 service games and your player gives you 5, you didn't beat that player. That player beat themselves. And we got to put some respect on Coco's name. These 2 amazing ladies here combined for 3 singles titles. Coco's got double that. What are we talking about here? Come on, man. If it were easy to do, both of these players would have been number 2 in the world. If it were that easy to do, everyone would be doing it. It's not that easy. Put some respect on Coco's name. And in this matchup here, I like Paolini on the set spread. I think she's going to be a little too fast for Muchova. The forehand looks good. I don't know if Muchova is going to get a lot of these short balls and these easy points that she normally gets. Paolini is going to be on her. I like Paolini on the set spread, and this is an official upset alert. I like Paolini on the set spread plus 1.5. That's the pick. Stay tuned. We're going to cover all the picks today, all free predictions. Yes, I do have numeric locks, but I just haven't really been, since coming back. The support, it's kind of not there. We'll wait. We'll get the support going again, and then I'll start doing the prediction videos, and I'll start giving out the numeric locks. But stay tuned and check the community. Occasionally, I'll throw a little hint. Like yesterday, Francis, that was a numeric lock, and believe it or not, look. The numerology told me that Emma was going to win against Coco. And look, I can't explain how these things happen. I have in the past, but I'm just not. But the reality is, yeah, it was Emma's time. It's as simple as that. That was Emma's time to win that match. And in case you guys don't know, this is Emma's first year. She's made it past the first round. So let's not pull out the parade, the victory parade just yet. This is her first year making it out of the first round. I followed her career. Think she's a good player. But guys, Coco beat herself. Coco literally beat herself. I know Emma's game. Like, take away half of those double faults, Coco wins the match. Like, come on, for crying out loud. She's trying to execute a game plan that doesn't fit her style. What do we now understand? She's so classy and she's so dedicated. If you guys ever coach a team or coach players or when you're giving a player a game plan or a play that, and this happens a lot in combat sports where you see a player lose or a fighter lose, you think they got outclassed. No, a lot of times they're trying to stick to the game plan and their coaches are leading them into situations that are just failing them. There's nothing wrong with Coco's game, guys. She's going too big on the serve. And Look, that was brought in for Iga. I'm telling you, it was brought in for Iga, the big serve. There's just no reason for it. I don't think. Look, we have to be a little more strategic on the serve. Go out wide, jam the body, good placement. We can't go big every time. You can't go big every time. It's too energy draining. And look at Rebecca, who went big every time. She didn't even make it through half the season last year, and she's now facing so many health injuries, and a lot of it's revolving around the shoulder. You can't go big every time. The bigger you go on your racket, the harder it is to control the ball. That's tennis 101. I've been saying that for years. Coco's going too big. We got to tone it down. That is not a suitable coaching game plan for her. But Paolini on the set spreads the pick. Stay tuned. I'll have the other matches up. We'll be right back. Thank you guys for the love and support. And look, at the end of the day, it's all entertainment. And we want to thank all these players for dedicating their lives to give us entertaining matches every day. I love you guys. We'll be back.